Sorry, can you tell this guy to join again, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. How was your week?
It was fine, sir.
Yeah. So did you experience have any QA experience this week?
Not really. I think yes, I'm having network issues all the time.
Aside from that those ones are
Constant.
usual. Then aside that, have you seen anything that stood out to you?
Nothing. I can't really say.
Okay. So I believe I gave you some things to go through, right?
Nothing.
I didn't give you anything to go through.
No.
Where did we stop? Hmm?
The last time we stopped at text types, functional testing and non-functional testing.
Test types. And I didn't tell you to read through some test types. Functional testing, non-functional testing. Wait, hold on. I didn't we talked about test types and test levels now.
Yes.
Yeah, that was where we stopped. And I don't think we finished. I don't think we finished. And I told you that you should read the rest, right? Hello.
Sir, I'm with you, sir.
I said I told you to read the rest, that we didn't finish it, but I told you to read the rest. Am I correct?
Mm, we didn't finish the
We didn't finish it now. I told you to read the rest. We analyzed the functional aspect and the non-functional aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you to read the rest. Or you don't recall?
At all, sir.
So that means you didn't go through the class at all over the week. As in, you didn't go through the document, you didn't go through the recording.
I wasn't available at all this week.
But we we didn't have a class last week Saturday, oh. So that was 2 weeks.
Yes, we did have a class last Saturday. I've not been home since last class.
That's why you should have this, even if it's on your phone, have it on your phone so that you can read.
The issue is that I don't even know how to get the this thing back on my phone. That is why I'm having issue with it was the recording and um the file.
Oh, come on. I want to ask you some questions, and I want to. I need to know if this class is working fine. I need to ask you questions. Oh, come on.
Okay, sir.
Sorry, I'm still with you. So, just based on what we've learned so far, can you tell me what you've learned? I need to really, I need to really know that you are getting value for this class.
They'll start from the is it from the quality assurance?
Yeah, start from the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning we talked about the quality assurance. Remember we talked about the what how we look at what the
Mm,
customer.
don't just give me overview. If you're talking about quality assurance, you need to tell me what you understand by quality assurance. You understand? And also, if you're talking about testing, what you know about testing, what are the objectives of testing, and the likes. So even if for the first 30 minutes, that's what we're going to do, a refresher, I don't mind.
Um, Let me just put it in my own understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're talking about quality assurance, it's just the details about what we want and what the in line what the customer wants in line with what we are going to do in aspect of um building a software. So from there we talk,
I didn't quite get that.
I said it is let me just say getting the details information about what the customer wants to what the to what we are going to work with slash build. So from there we talked about debugging. Thereafter, when we talked about application software test testing. So that is the process whereby we test the application that is being built. We confirm what the customer, if everything that the customer wants, that is what we have really worked on, and there is no whereby we take the mistake, maybe the bugs, the error from what has been built. So then we move to testing through SDLC. So during the testing um the testing during the testing process, so we only what we understand what we want to when we want to test our software. Before we test our software, we have to make some appropriate maybe findings and what we need. So that's why we go to our test. We go through our test planning, text analysis, and so on and so forth before we through to the completion, execution, and completion. So um, I think that's also far.
What about the test processes? Did you talk about
That's
that?
that's what I talked about the test processes. That's where we get our the processes. That is our text planning, text analysis, implementation, execution, and completion.
Okay, no problem. Let me ask you some questions. Blah, 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 blah. Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what do you understand by, like, what is testing and why is it beneficial? Then, what are the fundamental concepts of software testing?
Testing is important in the process whereby it is it is used to confirm and maybe to confirm and detect bugs and also be assured of what the customer of everything that is done. It's what the customer wants.
I'm expecting you to use the word requirement. You have not mentioned requirement at all in everything that you have mentioned. You understand what requirements are, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That everything we met the customer in the process whereby we test the software as maybe the
Okay. Can you see my? Can you see the message I'm about to send to the group? I mean, to the chat.
no.
Can you see it now?
I can't get it to just pop up. Okay.
Have you seen it now?
Okay, which of the following statements is a valid objective for testing?
Mm-hmm. Are you with me?
Yes, the first question is to validate the test object works as expected by the users and other stakeholders.
Are you sure?
It's only I think it's only one that is there's only one that is wrong there.
No. Which of the following statements is valid? It means all of them are wrong except for one. So which one is the right one? Which one is the valid objective for testing?
There'll be
You are very sure.
yes.
Okay. Next one. Next question.
Which of the following This one is A.
Which of the following statements correctly describes the difference between testing and debugging? What is testing again?
Testing is um the process whereby we confirm um everything that is built in line with the customers. Um,
Yes. And what does testing do? What does testing help you do?
it helps us to fish out the bugs.
Fish out bugs. Fish out bugs, just like you said. Now, what does debugging do? What is debugging and what does it do?
Debugging is the correction of the defect.
Was that all I said?
It is Debugging is um the correction and fixing of bugs.
Okay, so with the point, you've not mentioned the actual thing that leads to that fixing of bugs. But with what you've said now, what do you think is the answer to question two?
I think is I'm sure it's A.
Yeah, sure, it's A.
Yeah.
So, how does testing identify the source of a defect? How?
When we are texting, we confirm defect. That is the box or the error in line with the customer's requirements.
The answer is B. Testing does not identify the source of defect. Testing identifies defects. Debugging is now what shows you the source. When you are debugging, you are locating the source of that defect and you are fixing it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that's why B is saying dynamic testing, which is also software testing, shows failures caused by defects. Debugging eliminates the defects, which are the sources of the failures. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you two more questions. Because I really need to know that you are really following with this class, so like it won't be like you're wasting money and I'm wasting my time. Did you see the other question?
Yes. You know what we can talk to.
First of all, let me ask you this. Do you remember when we started this class? Do you remember when I told you the difference between quality control and quality assurance? Hmm?
Mm, not really. The third question should be answer is A. No, the answer is B. It reduces the risk of poor software quality.
Why did you say so?
When we are testing initially when we are testing to remove the risk in the from the software, the risk there. Maybe the we are testing for the errors on or any other risk in within the um business the customer's requirements.
Okay, so if you say the answer is B, right? Then why is it not A or C or D?
It can't be. I'm not really sure. It can't be A, C, or B or D.
So if you remember what I mentioned earlier during the class, I said there is quality assurance and there's quality control, and they are under quality management, right? Quality assurance uh, is the process is ensuring standards, processes, and standards are enforced, right, in an organization. That's quality assurance. And quality control is not the process of finding bugs, testing and finding bugs. Quality control deals with the product itself. Do you understand?
Yes. So
So
it's
now, with what I said now, have you seen why A, C, and D is not? Hmm?
it's if you are talking about quality assurance, it means the B is talking about the product itself,
No,
and we're talking.
yeah, he's talking about the product itself. He's
So
talking
the
about
B is not the B is not there.
what do you mean by the B is not there? Like it's not the right answer.
Yes.
Then what is the right answer? No, no, hold on. I think you're getting it confused. So now, right? Everything now speaks to what's it called? The process before the product is being built, and it's not speaking to testing. Mhm. So now you can say you can say quality assurance or quality management, right? I'm trying to coin it so that you can understand. You can say quality assurance or quality management can be split into two, right? Quality assurance
Yes.
itself and quality control. Let's put it that way. So now one deals with the processes and standards, right? While the other speaks to testing the product. Do you understand? Now, when the
Yes.
now mention testing here, they are speaking to quality control. Do you
Yeah.
understand? So, in what
Yes.
way can in what way can quality control be part of quality assurance?
That is testing reduce the risk of
Yes,
poor software.
exactly.
But
Exactly. If you notice, it ensures that requirements are detailed enough. Is it a quality control process?
no, that is from the quality assurance.
Exactly. It ensures standards in the organizations are followed. Is it a quality control process?
That is from what we get from the customers' requirements.
Then it measures quality of software in terms of number of executed. This one is not even linked to anything because you cannot measure the quality of a software by the number of test cases.
Yes.
You you cannot. It doesn't even mean anything. It's just wrong. Okay, no problem. Then the fourth one.
Which of the following activities? Which of the following activities is not main creative performance?
How far now? Hello, are you there? Hello? Hello, Toby? Hello, Toby, can you hear me? Hello, Toby, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello, yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
The message has went off. Oh. I think the two last messages.
Click on the chat box now.
Sir?
Okay, when you click on the chat box, nothing is coming up.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes. The answer to this should be identifying any requirement. I think this should be B.
This should be what?
B. Creating test suites for test scripts. I'm not really.
From test analysis. So
Is identify the required infrastructure and tools. Okay. Mm, evaluating the test basis. The answer is evaluating the test basis for testability. It means
You have mentioned like three answers now.
just getting the. I think I'm sure about the D. It is about test analysis is testing knowing what you want to test, and that is evaluating the test basis
And you are
for
very sure.
testability.
You are very sure.
Yes.
Okay, so this creating test suite are from test scripts. Where at which point is it done?
Sir,
At which test process is it done? Creating test suites from test scripts. Which process?
creating test suit.
Option B. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to. That is, I think, is taking correct creating the test suit. That is um test planning.
Test planning. How is it test planning?
Test suit is a collection of test cases
Mm-hmm.
intended to test the behavior of a program.
It's not test planning, no. Test planning is the plan for the whole project. You can't be inside plan now.
No, no, yes.
I don't want you to just answer the question. I want you to think deeply before you answer the question.
Okay.
So creating test suites from test scripts. Which test process does it come in?
I think it should be test design
Why?
because we are um in the test design we are designing test design is way of designing the text document. So when we are creating a test suite from the test script, no, I think that B is implementation.
Test implementation. That B is not test implementation. Test implementation is, do we have everything in place?
We already started testing then. But where
Mm-mm.
test,
Can you hear me?
yes,
Creating test suites from test scripts is test design, or you could not even defend the answer. You just guessed. You need to know why you picked that answer. It's test design. You are creating test cases. I told you you are creating test cases. Then test suite is like you are grouping those test cases. So if you have test cases that are speaking to login process, then you have a test suite called login test suite, because you have all the login test cases under it. It's like you are grouping your your test cases. Putting all your test cases inside a particular group. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Identifying any required infrastructure and tools. What process?
That is test planning.
Why did you say test plan?
When we are trying to get doing test planning, we are trying to get the all the information, what we need, everything that we need. So identifying any required infrastructures and tools is going for the test planning.
Okay. So that option C, I know I didn't mention it, but I want to see if you get it. Option C, analyzing lessons learned for process improvement.
That is test monitoring.
It's not test monitoring. I won't say test monitoring.
Sir?
When do you learn lesson?
No,
Hmm?
we learn the lesson when we've done that thing.
When we've done that thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think it's test monitoring and control? It's what you just said, no?
No, that is test execution.
Mm-mm. Test execution is still an ongoing process. When we've done that thing, just like you said, not when we are doing that thing, when we've done that thing. So what does that imply?
That is doing the test implementation.
Mm. He's still doing all those things that you're saying. He's still doing. He's still performing testing. But you said when we've done. Does that not imply towards the end?
Yes, yes, that is true. Towards the end of the what's it called?
The last one.
Evaluating the test basis for
No, no,
testability.
no, no, no. As in number 5.
Okay. Instant test and test system. Okay. Yes. This the answer is A.
The answer is A. Testing depends on the environment. Why?
No, the answer is C. Repeating the same test will not find a new defect.
Why?
It means when we find it, I think he has been using the application and he has been seeing the same. Yeah, he did a test, so he didn't. So he didn't create a new test. If the application, the test, the corrected defect would not affect the other one. So it means it doesn't repeating the same text will not find the same thing. It means when we fix the bug, the one that we fixed, it might be correct, but has affected another one.
Okay, no problem. You're correct. Well, one thing I noticed is eventually you get the answer, but you need to analyze your responses very well. You understand?
Yes.
When you read a question and you read the options, don't just jump straight to the answer. Read it very well. Although over time you just need to ensure that you're picking the right answers, because there are 40 questions in total when you want to do from this exam booklet that I'm using. There are 40 questions and you need to answer everything in 60 minutes.
1 hour.
Do you understand? Hmm?
Said 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour, 40 questions, 1 hour, and you have to finish everything. So you got, I think, out of five, I think you got uh, how many? Okay, I think you missed the third one and the second one. You missed the second one, right? Yeah, you picked option A, so we go 4/5, which is fair. But please, you need to, you need to be reading. Honestly, I'm not happy that 2 weeks went by and you did not read anything at all. That was what spurred me into asking you questions. That was what spurred me into asking you questions. And I think I like the fact that I asked you questions, which you'll be doing going forward. Or you didn't like the fact that I asked the question.
No, no, I liked it.
Okay, thank you. So let's move to today's class. So just like I mentioned earlier, right? Please go back and read the test types and test levels. I won't read it. Go back and read the test types and test levels. So start from functional to non-functional, then white box and change related. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next is, let me share my screen. Next is maintenance testing. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So the next is maintenance testing. So from what I wrote here, right, I said once deployed to production environment, software and systems need to be maintained. So when you deploy a production, I say production, or you move a software, when they say production, it means your end user environment. Like now, the apps that you're using, right?
Yes.
Your banking app that you're using, it is on production environment. As you're using it, right, on your phone, is the production environment. On everybody's phone, where everybody is able to use it, transfer money and all that, it's production environment, not test environment. Do you understand?
Yes.
So now once it's deployed, it needs to be maintained. So changes of various sorts are almost inevitable in delivered softwares, either to fix defects or to add new functionality or to delete already delivered functionality. Do you understand? So the work of a tester, the moment you deploy a software to production, right?
Yes.
It doesn't mean your work has ended. You still need to keep testing, even on production environment. You need to keep testing to ensure that there are no defects, and if there are any, you spot them before the end users spot them, right? And it's fixed. Do you understand? And also, your end users can also suggest new functionalities, or they can say, "Oh, we no longer want this functionality. Remove it," and you have to comply. You understand? Hello, are you with me?
Yes.
You understand what I just said now?
Mm, yes.
So, what do you think triggers maintenance testing? If you understood what I said,
Um. To find to fix the what's it called? To add maybe changes to it before um the end users notify them.
that's what triggers maintenance test. Or you don't understand my question. Do you understand my question?
Yes.
And so what informs maintenance test, or what triggers it?
I think it is what triggers the maintenance testing is just maybe to either fix defects
Or
or add additional operations
functionality.
or functionalities in it.
Also, if there's an upgrade to the platform the software is working on, right? You need to migrate the software to that new. So, for example, now, mm, if uh, uh, if the front end now is using Angular 8, right, and there's a new version for that front end, maybe Angular 10, right, and
Mm.
it means that the software will be migrated to Angular 10 for better performance. You understand? So once that is done, you still need to do regression tests to ensure that the upgrade, the migration, right, has not affected the system. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any questions? Let's move to the next topic. You have any question?
No.
Okay, so now we'll be moving to testing techniques. Hmm? We're moving to testing techniques. Did I mention test plan? Hello.
Sir,
Did I mention test plan to you at all? Have I discussed test plan with you at all?
maybe during the testing, the test processing.
Hmm. Okay, I just explained what test plan is. I've not sent the documents to you.
No.
Okay, let me see if I can send the document to you now. Hmm. I must send you an official document.
Sir?
I said I almost sent you an official document. Okay, so that's the test plan document. Also, this. So have you seen it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully by next week we'll be back on Teams platform.
Okay.
Now, testing techniques, right? When they say testing techniques, it's just like a way of what kind of technique are you going to be using to perform your test, right? So there are different types. There's equivalence partitioning. There is a
Boundary value analysis.
yeah. There
Decision
is
table.
yeah decision table and there's use case.
Okay.
Yeah. So just like uh, equivalence partition is how do I come in? So just like the word implies, right? Equivalence partition, right? You are just what you are basically doing is you are dividing data into partitions, right? Into categories, into classes. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you can have a combination of valid values or valid data and invalid data. Do you understand? So it's like saying if A equals to 1, right?
Yes.
And B equals to 2, and C is equals to A, and D is equals to B. Do you understand? So you now say A, A, then C, then B and D, or those are valid values. But when you now have A to D, then B to C, or C to D, right? Those are invalid values. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
No, not. I didn't get that one.
A equals to 1,
Yes.
B equals to 2, right?
Yes.
Equals to A, D equals to B. Are you with me?
Yes.
So now valid values are A, right?
Yes.
B, A equals to 1, B equals to 2. Then we now have C equals to A, then D equals to B. Those are valid values, valid data. Invalid data will now be
Yes.
D equals to A, C equals to B, C equals to D. Do you understand? You still don't understand?
B equals to C.
Are you giving me another example or you are repeating what I said?
Yeah, I'm just trying to check it.
Let me see if I can get. Let me see if I can get you. Let me see if I can get you. What is it called? A whiteboard. Let me see if I can share whiteboard. Can you see my? Can you see any whiteboard?
No, no,
So, was there any link sent to you? Check.
no link. Okay,
You
I've got the link.
you got a link, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's asking me to sign in.
Yeah, try and sign in.
I've sent a request.
Oh, you sent a request to me?
Yes. Said I have to send a request.
Oh, this thing is making things difficult. I'm not sure I'm going to get that request. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I got the request. Yeah, you have access now. So can you see it now? Can you see it? Hello, are you there? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me? Hello, Toby, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you see the whiteboard?
Yes.
You can see it right now.
Yes.
Okay, what can you see on the board?
The A equals to 1, B equals to 2, C equals to A, and D equals to B. Then the angle.
Okay, so let's see this valid data and invalid. So you know that all our valid data that we can have here, right? We can have
Yes.
A, hmm, we can have B, hmm, we can have C, A, have D, right? For invalid, right? What's invalid? We can't have anything aside A, all this. So E is invalid, F is invalid, hmm? uh, DA is invalid, eh? CB is invalid, and CD is also invalid. Do you understand?
Yes. I can't see the other invalid.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So it's you categorizing data into partitions. It can be valid data, invalid input data, and the likes. You understand?
Yes.
So uh, I want to share an example I can give you. So very soon we'll start using what's it called? Start building start building documents now. So now let's say for example, as an example, you have you have a scenario, a test case, right? Or you have a requirement that says it's a let's say it's a registration platform where people who are eligible get to receive, let's say, a bonus or something, mm, or palliative. Yes, palliative. Are you with me?
Yes.
So let's say before you can get palliatives, right, you must fall within a certain category. Do you understand? You
Yes.
must you must fall within a certain category. So let's say you must be above 18, mm, and you must be working class. Do you understand? You must be above 18 and you must be a working class. So That's one eligibility. Also, if you are above 60, that means you are above working age. You are so eligible to palliative. Do you understand me?
Yes.
But if you are below 18, right? If you are below 18, you are not eligible for any. Sorry, you're not eligible for any palliative. If you are above 18, right? 18 to 60, and you are a working class, you're also paying your tax. You're eligible for this
Palliative.
palliative. Do you understand? Can you see the data that we have now? Are you with me?
Yes.
So now, if you are going to be having our box now, hmm, let me create another box. Let's create another box. I'm in the next page now. Have you seen the next page?
Yes.
So, what is in our valid data
So
on
our
scale?
valid data will be the from age 18 to 60, from age 18 to 60, and working class.
Mm-hmm. 18 to 60,
Working
working class.
class
Mm-hmm.
and pay tax.
Tax. Mm-hmm. Okay. What other valid data?
That's all.
That's all. That's all.
Um, valid ID card and co.
No, I didn't mention valid ID card though. You are the one that's adding it.
Okay.
I
And
also
that's what you
said
mean.
above 60. I also said above 60. You didn't hear above 60. Hmm?
No,
Ah,
I think they're above. Okay.
above 60, you're no longer working.
Yes.
So now our invalid data. What will be our invalid data?
As below 18.
So you need to be careful here. Oh. Not only people that are below 18. Hmm? Below 18. What if you are above, you are within 18 and 60? Hmm?
Non-working class.
Exactly. 18 to 60 unemployed. If you're unemployed, you can't pay tax. Tax
Yes.
inactive. So do we have any other invalid data? Do we?
Maybe above 60 and non-employed.
No. Once you are above 60, right? You are you're eligible, whether you are working or not.
Okay.
Yeah, so now that's that now. I wish I can just show you an Excel Teams. I think we'll need to touch base again on these testing techniques next week, hopefully. Do you understand?
Pass. Okay.
Mm. We need to touch base again. So now let me just tell you everything. So that's that about equivalence partition. Now boundary value analysis. Now that speaks to the range Hmm. I've gone to the next page. Sorry. Boundary value analysis. Can you see what I'm typing?
Yes.
Boundary value. So it speaks to range. So now, when we are testing, and we said, let's say you are meant to upload a file, hmm, a file of between 1 KB. I don't know if you've tried to apply for anything when they tell
Yes.
you to upload a document,
Yes. A
right?
picture.
They tell you, hmm?
A picture. ID card.
Yeah, they tell you to upload your documents 15, not more than between 1 KB to 15 KB, right?
Yes.
Now, for your boundary value analysis, what you are going to be testing will be within 1 KB and 15 KB. Anything that is between 1 KB and 15 KB is valid. Hmm?
Yes.
Is valid. But you're testing 0.989 KB is invalid. Hmm?
Yes.
If you are testing 1.1 KB, hmm? What is it? What is it?
Valid.
Valid. You are testing 15.9 KB. What is it?
Invalid.
Valid. You are testing 15.0 KB.
Valid.
Yeah. So you get the hang of it. That's boundary value analysis. You are testing the boundary of a particular range. Do you understand? So even inside this equivalence partitioning, right, you can find a range inside, and the range is 18 to 60, less than 18, and above 60. Do you understand?
Yes.
So anything that deals with range, you use boundary value analysis for it. But anything that deals with combination of data, right? Like combination of conditions. If you are this, you are this. If you are that, you are that. If you are this, you are eligible to do this. You use equivalence partitioning. Are you with me?
Yes.
Do you understand what I've said so far?
Yes. I do.
Okay. I think I want to stop. I think I want to stop there for now.
So until next class.
I want to stop here for now. Till next class.
Okay. So we'll be able to use the other
Mm,
tips.
mm. So, but so far, do you have any question?
No.
You need to have questions, so no problem. Before next class, please read on decision table the testing technique, and use case testing technique. Me and you, we are teaching each other next week.
Okay, sir.
We are teaching each other next week. God willing, we'll use. I hope that thing will be fixed so that we can use Teams and explore very well.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Please go back and revise. So I know you might not have access to Teams now. Have you tried accessing Teams?
Yeah, say just asking me to sign up again.
Okay, so hopefully it will be resolved. But the document, you can go back and read the document again. You can go back and read the document.
I can't open it through the system, so it's just not coming up.
The document I sent to you on WhatsApp.
No, I can see that one.
No, that's the one I'm talking about now.
Okay, sir.
Mm. So then I'll also explain test planning next week so that you can start building. I'll give you some projects you need to build on.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Good
You
night, sir.
have a lovely week ahead. Bye bye.
How about